say, kids, what time is it?
Hey, it's Edson at GeekTime TV. Hey, a couple weeks ago, I did a video on recommending a bunch of comics, alternatives to the crap that Marvel and DC is putting out. One of the recommendations was a comic that hadn't been out yet. It's this one, worldtree 33. It was supposed to come out about a week ago, but it looks like there was a mishap with the printer. How to find Image Comics worldtree 33 #1 misprint copies. I don't remember the last time the, the release of an issue of a new title or any kind of issue was delayed because of printer mishaps. I guess they were probably maybe trying to rush it or something like that. So before we get to the details, please do hit that subscribe button. It does really help us grow the channel, and we appreciate all of our subscribers. So let's see here. Certain copies of Image's worldtree 33 #1 were affected by an unforeseen printer mishap. Image Comics is chasing down the flawed copies. Okay, so let's see. We got an early tip that certain copies of Image's worldtree 33 #1 were affected by an unforeseen printer mishap. Like I said, I don't remember the last time something like this happened. Image Comics is chasing down the flawed copies. Retailers are getting hit with a product advisory about destroying them. But as you know, those wily comic shop retailers do love to misbehave. We're going to assume some of these copies will make their way onto shelves or eBay anyways. So how do you spot those rare misprint copies? Here's what we know. Cover A, cover D, and one retailer's exclusive cover. So keep a sharp eye out at a local comic shop if they have an exclusive cover for sale. You never know, and it sounds like this launch is going to spawn a whole bunch of collectible covers already. Yes, it is a new title. It's a #1 issue, so they're going to have a lot of variant covers. The misprint had to do with inks printing too dark. So you're going to notice things like muddy coloring, often to the point that some of the artwork is completely obscured. From what we can tell of the cover A artwork posted online, the bottom half of the cover is darker, so it's a safe bet that the dead body on the floor is not going to show up if you found one of the misprints. Paper stock. If the inks are too dark, that'll be how the printer is going to fix it. If the cover paper feels notably different from the interior pages, you probably aren't holding a misprint. And finally, the fix is going to certainly affect on sale date. If something is on sale on the 13th of April, as originally announced, then you're likely going to get looking at a copy that was supposed to be destroyed. And since we're into Easter weekend, we're guessing this launch will most likely get pushed to the last Wednesday of the month, the 26th of April. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. They've now said that this comic is going to be released on the 26th of April because of this printer mishap. James Tynion already had a bunch of sightings lined up, book signings lined up for this, and they've announced that they're going to postpone that a couple of weeks for this to catch up. And so here's the A cover right here. And here's I believe this is the D cover, this is the C cover. So me thinking that this is going to be a hot item, hot comic, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get out to the comic shop early enough, I actually pre-ordered I pre-ordered this through an eBay reseller, and so I was just waiting. Last week it was supposed to come out. I was waiting for the message that it was going to be delayed a couple of weeks. Never got that message, so I started getting worried. Well, lo and behold, a couple of days later, this showed up. So I'm going to assume that I got one of these copies that they're trying to recall. I mean, they sent it to me. If you can tell by the right here on the your left bottom half corner how the whole cover is dark. as they're saying. But the bottom half corner where there's supposed to be a dead body there, you could hardly see anything on there. A lot of the details on the kind of like this this right side of it, where there's no lighting at all, it's all dark. You can't tell. I think right here we're supposed to be where the dead body is. You can't tell. So I think that I'm holding one of the copies that was supposed to be recalled. I guess I'm lucky I got it. They just sent it to me. I didn't expect to see it. And I did read it. It was a very interesting story, just like I thought it would be. The there's I'm not going to be one of those people that gives away any kind of spoilers. It wouldn't be fair to most people out there who have been able to get their copies. So I'm not going to do that. I'll just say some general things about it. As actually Tynion himself, I think I covered this in the preview video. Tynion himself said that this character here that he's introducing in this, I believe it's going to be the major villain, PH34R, I believe it's called. She's called. Let's see. Yeah, PH34R. He himself said it was. I believe he said it was going to be the most terrifying character that he's ever created, and he's right on the money with that. Yeah, when I read this, that's what I thought. That's the first thing I thought was this is a very terrifying character. It was a very terrifying story, actually. I'm not going to say much more about it. I also pre-ordered the other cover, the cover C, and that also came, and you could tell the difference here. How it's my cover is much darker than what it's supposed to be like. So I'm assuming I got one of those misprint copies. When I read the interiors of it, I'm not going to show any interiors because I don't want to give away anything. But the cover, the art, lettering, everything looked fine in there. I had no problems at all following the story. Like I said, it was a very, like I said in my preview, it was it's an interesting concept, and it is very terrifying. The story grabs you right away. It's very terrifying, I would say. I will give not giving any spoilers now, but just kind of like a word of warning. There's a lot of violence in this, and there's some panels with a woman character where she has no clothes on, and not that it leads to any kind of like anything sexual or anything like that, but it's just something where she doesn't feel like putting clothes on and just walking around without clothes on. With that, and plus all the violence on there, I wouldn't recommend this for younger readers, that's for sure. But like I said, it's an interesting concept, very action-filled, very violent, and terrifying is like I said, is the word that I would describe for this issue. I'm glad I got to read it. Didn't expect this at all. I guess we'll have to see how this does in a couple weeks or a week from now maybe. And I believe that the 26th is supposed to be the launch for it. Oh, that's it for me. I hope you liked this video. It was kind of a complete surprise to me that I was able to get this right away, and hopefully you'll be able to read it at some point if you're interested in it. And I'll if you like I said, I don't want to give anything away at all from the story. If you wanted to ask me anything at all about this, maybe you can just leave a question in the comment section, and I'll preface my answer with big block letters that spoilers are coming. Maybe if you want to leave a comment, but it's only going to be like maybe another week or so before it actually comes out, officially comes out, when they have this printer printer mishap fixed. Okay, so that's it for me on this. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.
If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up below. Also, please subscribe to GeekTime TV. It really helps us grow the channel. And make sure you hit that bell icon in order to receive notifications every time we drop new content here. You can also check us out on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at GeekTimeNet. Thanks again for watching. We will see you soon.
Say, kids, what time is that?